Who would I be for a day? Past or present?
Yes.
Yes. The answer to all the above is yes. If I could be any pro athlete, who would I be for a day? Let me take a different turn with that. I think if there was any game that I could be in, pro, that I would like to be a part of, there was a game back in the 80s that I was too young to watch personally, but I saw over and over and over again in replays. And it was a game about mid-80s between the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. And they're coming down to the wire, and I grew up a big Larry Bird fan. I played a lot of basketball growing up. I always said I was going to be the next blonde bomber, chunking them from the cheap seats, chunking them from the free throw line. I used to practice his shot, and I thought, man, I want to shoot just like Larry Bird. That was what I wanted to do. And there's this play that gets replayed on ESPN all the time. At least it used to be. I haven't had cable in a while, so I'm going to assume the best and assume that they still appreciate great games and replay this game. But there's a scene in this game where it's a game it's got McHale and Bird and Parrish and Isaiah Thomas and Denny Johnson, Joe Dumars, all those great names. And I want to say it's probably the semifinals right before going to the finals. And it's right at the wire. The Pistons are winning. The Celtics make a shot, and they're still down by a point. And the Pistons try to inbound the ball. The Celtics steal it on the inbound, and I'm pretty sure Larry Bird steals it, and he passes it to, I want to say it's Dennis Johnson, if you remember that guy. I want to say it passes Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson lays it up at the very end of the game. The crowd goes nuts. It's the old Boston Garden where the floors are squeaking and there's subways going all around the building. If you ever saw pictures of the old building, it was right kind of in the heart of the city is what it looked like. So there was the old glory days of the Celtics. I don't really keep up with NBA these days, but if I had to go back to one game, I would say that would probably be it, just because I saw the replays 1,000 times, and I could just see myself stealing the ball and doing it behind the back or whatever it is, and I'm right there with them, buddy. So that's what I would do.